joining us in Business at 9. It's a little over an hour to go before Donald Trump gets sworn in as the 47th President of the United States. A spate of reports facing are outlining, highlighting the possible executive orders that Trump would sign as he enters the White House now for the second time. Reports claiming that Trump's priorities include rebuilding U.S. immigration policies, ending asylum access, also sending troops to the southern border, and ending birthright citizenship as he is now set to take over. These are the policy initiatives that he could sign off as executive orders. Russian President Vladimir Putin congratulating Trump, saying he is open to dialogue with the new administration on Ukraine and nuclear arms, and this according to reports. The historic swearing-in ceremony to unfold inside the iconic U.S. Capitol building. Gracing that occasion, a constellation of global power players. Attendees include tech titans Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, President of Argentina, Italy's Prime Minister, and adding to the gravitas at the swearing-in, the former U.S. presidents, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush. They are all going to be present, and they're going to witness the political comeback of the century. Trump's camp, of course, warming up for the big day. A rally on Sunday, a spectacle steeped in the familiar echoes of the MAGA mantra. Right now, what you're seeing are live visuals that we are getting leading up to the swearing-in of the president for the second time, Donald Trump. And in that rally that took place, the Make America Great Again campaign was heard loud and clear. Amidst the fervor, Trump making a grandiose promise there. He says, and in his words, fix every single crisis facing the U.S., delivering all of it with that trademark blend of hyperbole and bravado, no doubt, what has come to be known as Trump's political signature. So as Trump now reclaims the Oval Office, the world is watching with bated breath, bracing for the inaugural executive orders from the man who once turned the political playbook on its head. The anticipation is quite palpable. All allies, all critics, all preparing for the next chapter in what is the Trump saga. So what you're watching right now are the live visuals coming through, and we'll keep getting you all the latest that's coming through from there. But earlier, we had a word with Dr. Mukesh Aghi, the president and CEO of US ISPF, just to understand the likely impact of Donald Trump's presidency on India-US ties and whether or not there is a proactive approach that India should follow to get a trade pact going between the two nations. This is what he said.
In the briefing to incoming Trump team, emphasized the critical importance of India, both from the ISET, from Quad, from IMAC, from I2U2, and all people to people. And we have taken that basically flag and gone down and brought it down individually to each different department to ensure the process of technology transfer, the process of Quad, the process of IMAC continues itself. And so far, the response has been extremely positive. They feel that the trajectory between the two countries is moving the right direction. The partnership is becoming much more equal and win-win. Yes, we will have to correct some of the issues in regards to trade imbalance, where India has a $45 billion trade surplus with US, and I think that can be corrected. And on the tariff side, yes, Trump has called India tariff king, but I think that also has to be dealt proactively.
We also spoke to Jim Rogers, the author of Street Smarts, Adventures on the Road, and in the markets, he has a very bullish stance in India, and he hopes to see US-India trade ties get stronger. Listen in to his view too.
Well, I hope that America always gets better with India. We can trade more with India. India is changing a lot for the better. I like what I see happening in India, so I hope that America and India will get closer together and will trade more together. Well, I sold India too soon. I am waiting to see what goes down the most. And if something goes down, I hope I'm smart enough to buy more shares in India. But I do not know what yet. It depends on what goes down the most.
So that's a word from Jim Rogers. We also had a word about Trump's second presidency and what it really means for markets around the world and the global economy. Swaminathan Iyer had this to say. He's consulting editor at ET Now and, of course, an eminent economist. Listen to him.
I think the capital will continue to say, let's go. There are so many uncertainties. Let us seek a safe haven. The safest haven is the dollar. And the riskiest areas are the emerging markets. So some movement from the emerging markets to American treasuries, I think, is inevitable. What you're seeing is just the start. It is not going to stop. And that applies as much to the currency problem as it is to foreign portfolio investment. I think foreign portfolio investment too could keep selling in India and forcing the stock market down. So I would say neither the rupee nor the stock market is going to look very healthy after Mr. Trump comes to power.
All right, so that's the word that we got. Time for us to wrap things up. But of course, we'll have continued coverage. The network is going to be covering the entire swearing-in ceremony. So we suggest you keep it with us. But for the moment, from all of us here on this edition of Business at 9, with the promise to be back again, same time tomorrow at 9 p.m. with all the big buzzing news of the day. I'm Vikram Oza saying thank you and good night.